So how about we take a look at the very humble beginnings of the track Jazz for You that I have collaborated with Matt Gillespie on. And, the starting point of a track is always very interesting, right? And in this one, it was a piece of music that I put down a while ago called Wicked DJL Garage House Chords M1. And 2025 was, I tend to put things down in the title sometimes so I can navigate myself around all of the different ideas. This wasn't actually created in 25. It was some time back. I can't remember when, but I kind of put it in my 2025 stack because I wanted to do something with it. And I didn't actually kind of do everything with it. Of course, what I did was I took the elements and sent them off to Matt, and then Matt did his thing, and then we went a bit back and forth between. So let me play this. I'll play the whole thing. I can tell that you want it. So the key difference is you can hear this vocal, which didn't end up being on the release. These are royalty-free vocals from a sample pack, so they were totally safe to use. Move your body. And these elements, right? So we've got a Korg Triton, I think it was. The piano patch called New Piano. Then also doubled up with electric piano. What I really like about this particular electric piano, it kind of reminds me of Beautiful People, the Barbara Tucker song. There's something in the kind of the kinetic energy of those notes. They've got really strong transients, and there's a really kind of warm texture to them. So you want to know the patch, right? Yeah, there we go. Stereo, or ST, Trem, EP. So that would probably stand for stereo tremolo, so it's wobbling around, EP. And tremolo is different. It's volume wobbles more so than vibrato, which is pitch wobbles. So it's creating movement without any kind of pitch variation, and it's creating a nice kind of stereo picture, which I do believe is the kind of vibe that they had on Beautiful People by Barbara Tucker. Also, I'm not sure, I can't remember if I exported these. So a brass polysynth on there, and then some sustained chords. The wine pad, pretty staple thing. You can see the notes here, and these vocals. So what I did was I took these elements and I exported the MIDI and also the audio, and sent it off to Mr. Gillespie. And so then the idea came back. So he created the beats. There was like an organ bass on there and some other elements. And then what I did was I mixed it all down in Cubase, but then where there were elements that I felt we needed to bring something new to the table, I actually put those in. And in some respects, there's kind of like a call and response with regards to the arrangement. And some of that is something that I kind of fleshed out and embellished. And then we went back and forth. And then we were happy, obviously, with the end result, which I think is absolutely slamming. It's a fantastic combination of our skills. His approach to beat programming, I've always loved it. And so I think it brings a fresh energy to my kind of musical elements. And, there are certain people that do enjoy the kind of chords that I put down. And, these are very much those kind of chords. They're reminiscent of some other things, but they're not identical, of course. They stand on their own. It's a fresh, 100% original piece of music, not ripped off from anything. And, I've got loads of these kind of key ideas sitting around. It's the sort of thing I do. I knock out keys. I don't always create the full track around them. So there are others that potentially I could send Matt's way, or maybe we could do it the other way. So I'll do the beats and then he put some things down. We shall see. But I wanted to show you the humble beginnings, and that's it. They are the elements that were the foundation of Jazz for You, which up until today was number one in the Garage chart and track source. Thanks to everybody for the support. It has gone down, but if you do get your family and everybody to go and buy that, then we have a chance of going back up to number one. Okay. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that.